Hello crafty peeps, it's Cheyenne from PixieCrafter.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if there are any current Stampin' Up! Products you would like to see me demonstrate, go ahead and leave me a comment and I will do what I can to accommodate you. We have lots of fun here on this channel if you're new. If you are a subscriber and you're returning again, welcome back. I love seeing you guys come back time and time again. Now before we get started on today's Scrapbook Saturday, I want to talk to you a little bit about our Christmas in July promotion. If you have always wanted to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, now is the time to join, and I would love to have you on my team. We're very positive and supportive, and I am part of a wonderful upline. You know, we are the best team ever, so you also get to be a part of that. So why join in July? Well, when you join up, you're going to get some extra stuff. So the free essentials gift pack. So you're going to get your paper snips, your snail adhesive, grid paper, and 2 D blocks. Now this is a $52 value that you're getting for free just because you've joined in July. You also get the Carols of Christmas stamp set. Now this is a stamp set that is not going to be available until August. So that is wonderful. This is one of the perks of being a demonstrator. You get early access to the Stampin' Up! Products. But whether you want to do this as a business or you just want to get the discount, you can do that. I don't mind. It's whatever makes you happy. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? Alright, so when you join up, you get to choose $125 worth of product. Any product in any current catalog. And you only are going to pay $99 for that. And that is a wonderful price. This is U.S. prices. I can only have U.S. residents as a part of my team. It's their rules, not mine. I would love to have an international team. That would be so much fun. Alright, so let me show you the Carols of Christmas stamp. I know this is on my phone, but you will get this stamp set for free. Lots of fun stuff you can do with it. There is going to be a coordinating die set that you can go ahead and add on to your starter kit, or you know, just have fun with. It's your choice. But alright, that's it for that. I'm done with the shameless plugging. Alright, so let's get to Scrapbook Saturday. Now, I'm waiting for a lot of my stuff. I've got a shipment coming in, so there's going to be an unboxing soon. Yay! And I do those live on this channel. But in the meantime, I'm limiting my products that I'm using just because I want it to be like tons of creativity once the new stuff comes in. So this layout's going to be kind of simple, but sometimes that's a good thing. So what do we got here? We've got our Memento ink. This is a wonderful fade resistant dye ink, so it's kind of it's just fun to work with. I also, because I love paper pumpkin so much, you guys know this, I am using the April 2017 stamp set. And it is wonderful. I like to be able to show you that you can use these not just for the project. So I mean, you're starting your stamp collection, your ink collection, all of that. So alright, let's see, we've got our fast fuse. I don't use this too much, but I'm out of my snail adhesive. I'm waiting for that shipment to come in, so I'm using that, and it's a fun glue, you know, it works. Alright, non-Stampin' Up! I've got this little Tim Holtz spritzer here that I bought, so we're just gonna, it's there, it's a wonderful tool, I love it. Alright, I've got my basic black Stampin' Right marker, and then we also have Pacific Point, Lemon Lime Twist, and Crushed Curry. Now the way things work with the Stampin' Right markers, you can buy them in the color collections, or you can buy the Mini Marvelous markers set. That is not going to get you your in colors, but it has all of the others, the regals, the subtles, the neutrals, and the, what else am I, the brights. So you would just have to add on your in colors to that too. And these are fantastic to have, especially if you're scrapbooking. They've got a, you know, finer point over here, a writing point, and then you've got a brush tip on the other side. You can refill these with your ink refills, so keep that in mind too. So it's not like you have to like keep repurchasing them. Let's see what else. I've got this card from the Color Theory Memories and More card pack. So lots of fun there. You can use it in your pocket scrapbooking, so like your Project Life sort of albums, or you can pop them onto a traditional layout, or you can put them on cards. Cards is fun. Alright, I've got a piece of Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. I've got a piece of Pacific Point cardstock, and I've already pre-cut these to the measurements that I need. This is the photo that I am scrapbooking. This is my kiddo in kindergarten, I believe it was. It was like the last field trip of the year. Actually, I think this was maybe... No, I'm going to go with kindergarten. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he was in elementary school. So that's fun. We were just walking around our town, and it was just a wonderful civic thing to do with the kids. All right, I've also got a piece of Whisper White, Basic Black, and as a base, we've got our 12 by 12 Very Vanilla. Now, usually I just go through and do a process video on this, but I'm going to actually kind of do this more live because it is going to be that simple. So the first thing I'm going to do, I know I want my basic black to be right about here. And we're going to do some spritzing on the background. So I want that to be in certain areas. It's just going to be kind of like a quick background splatter. So I kind of want to know where I need that. Oh, alright, so there's that. And now I'm actually just going to load up these different colors, not the basic black, that's going to be for the journaling. So you just take your brush tip. Oh, this is what I love about this. Any brush tip marker you can do this with. And depending on where you put it is going to kind of be how big or small your little splatter flecks are going to be. If you don't have this, if you don't have the markers, you can do this with your ink pad or your re-inkers. You would just need to put a couple drops or smoosh some ink, smoosh your ink pad onto an acrylic block, add a little bit of water, and then you can actually just kind of flick it off the side. It's not going to be quite the same, but it'll get the job done. Alright, I'm also going to get my silicone mat because this is going to get messy and I don't want to get my little background here messy. And let's actually bring you in a little bit. Come closer, come closer. I have to actually push the button so that it comes closer. Alright, so there we go. Let's try to get it focused. There we are. Alright, so now I'm just going to take and splatter that around. And then we're going to do that right onto the other side. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing with the other colors. Alright, I've decided we are going to add some white splotches onto this. So I've got my craft white refill, and I've just got a drop on the acrylic block. And now I'm going to grab some water. This is my spray water bottle. I'm just going to add just a little bit of ink, just like that. And then here I've got just a paintbrush here, and now I'm just going to kind of flick it off the ends a little bit. This is going to be super subtle. It's just going to be some specks, but this is how, like, if you don't have that spritzer or anything like that, you can get some splotches this way. And yeah, they're super subtle, but they're just adding that extra little something to it. Alright, let me clean off my brush here. And like I said, if you're using your ink refills or your ink pads, like here, let me show you what you would do with like your ink pad. So you would just take it, you'd open it up, You'd stamp some down, you'd add your water, get it kind of liquidy so it'll move, and then you just flick it off that way. Easy peasy. You don't have to have everything. It's definitely nice, but use what you got. Alright. Now let's move on. Oh, I went ahead and I did some splatters on the little Whisper White piece too. Now let's put some of this together. So with the Fast Fuse, you use it just like you would the snail adhesive. The tape can get a little funky sometimes, so you want to, like, you know, flick it off. You can't just pull it up. If you pull it up, you're going to kind of ruin it, but keep it as flat as possible and then fling it off to the side. Now this is a very strong adhesive, so keep that in mind. This is like the king of the adhesives. I'm just going to line this up. There we go. So I've got that nice little mat going on there. And now we're going to mat up some more stuff. So this is a 4x6 card. So I cut a piece of the Lemon Lime Twist to be 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 to mat this up nicely. Just wanted to have just a little bit more. And then my photo, I cut it down to be 4x6, so my Pacific Point, oop, I'm out of Fast Fuse now. I'm just so out of my adhesives. I need to make orders more often, don't I? So the Pacific Point is actually 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Let me get another glue, because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. Alright, got my Tombow glue, my handy-dandy Tombow glue. Now at this point you could absolutely go ahead and start adhering things with dimensionals if you wanted to. So this is basically how I am wanting that. But let's see about getting some black splatters in here. And I've got, let's see, Love You. There's that. Love you so much. Alright, see, gonna need acrylic block. So let's go ahead and get some of those black splatters going. You could also use, if you have the basic black archival, you can use that. I just picked the Memento. Alright, I've decided to also add some Eastern Gold vinyl stickers, just because I think it needs a little something more. So let me go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and get the picture adhered down. There we go. No, yeah. I don't know that I am going to add these. It definitely needs a little something. Hold on, let me see what else I got in my stash. Alright, so I've decided to add some Cherry Cobbler's Baker's Twine. I'm sorry, this is no longer something that you can get. I apologize for that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, come in with your paper pumpkin. You will generally get these little dots here, and these are kind of wonderful. Again, paper pumpkin, it is a good deal. So I'm going to just pop that on. Essentially what this is a glue dot. So if you have glue dots, you can go ahead and use that. And I'm just going to tuck that under. I'm going to get a pair of tweezers, and then I'm going to tuck it under because my fingers are too big for this. Alright, tuck it under right there. And now I'm going to go ahead and get another one of these little glue dots ready. Give it a snip, and we're going to tuck this under. This would have been a lot easier if I did this before I actually adhered it. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add another one, and we'll be right back. Alright, I've got my journaling done, and now all that's left to do is adhere it down. So I did have to alter this a little bit because I went back and actually looked at the date, and it's almost summer memories because it was actually March that this field trip happened. But, you know, it kind of had that summer feel because my kid was in shorts and a shirt. And at this point we lived in upstate New York, so it must have been kind of toasty that day. Oh, alright, this was actually a wonderful field trip that we took with his class. They walked around downtown Mechanicville, which was the city that we lived in. Well, town. I think technically it was a city. I don't know, it gets confusing. And just talked to all the local business owners and got to know them so that the students could feel the importance of community and supporting your local businesses and, you know, all of that. So, alright, that is it. Let me see if I can get out. There we go, wider just a little bit more. This is the scrapbook layout. Pretty simple, but you know what? It gets the job done, right? If you wanted to, you could still add some more stuff here. I might go back in at a later date and add more, but I might not. I don't know. I kind of like it just the way it is. So I love the simplicity. I really think that this little black matte and having the very vanilla and the whisper white really, it gives it some visual interest, so it doesn't look so plain. Have fun with different stamps. You don't necessarily have to do a splatter. Any sort of stamp that you can kind of just get going through there just to give it a little bit more to go on would be fun. Oh, alright, that is it for today. I hope this inspires you to get out your photos and start memory keeping with them. I think that's so important, especially for future generations, so that they don't get confused by what exactly was going on. Oh, alright, that is it for today. For a full list of the products I used, you can find that in the description bar, or you can head on over to pixiecrafter.com. See, if you liked what you saw, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments. Let's see, link to my online store that you can shop 24/7 is in the description bar. If you head on over to pixiecrafter.com, you can sign up for my monthly newsletter. You can also sign up for my birthday club if you are a U.S. resident. I will send you a handmade birthday card in your birthday month as a show of appreciation for supporting my small business. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Those links are in the description bar, or you can head on over to pixiecrafter.com and find them there as well. Alright, that's it for today. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye!